And today is an extremely special day for me because today I celebrate 4 years sober.
Some people just say it, but don't mean it. And I think he says it and means it.
I think he could still do this even if he wasn't a professional basketball player.
It's a summer night on Cape Cod. Chris Herren is speaking to a group at Wareham High School. He's here to support the Scotty Montero Jr. Foundation because he believes in their cause, to help stop the violence. Like always in front of a group, it doesn't take Chris long to get people to listen.
I had no idea that that decision that day was going to change my life forever.
The Chris Herren story has many chapters. It starts with good family, hometown hero, and national basketball phenom out of Durfee High School in southeastern Massachusetts.
I grew up in Fall River. I was a high school basketball player that was recruited by every school in the country. I scored 2,000 points. I was a McDonald's All-American. My future was bright. I had 2 parents. My dad was a politician. My mom worked in corporate America.
Chris's basketball talents took him to great heights.
And at 18 years old, when I decided to go to a school and pick Boston College, I walked onto that campus. 2 weeks on there, I got a phone call from Sports Illustrated, and they said, there's a chance you're going to be on the cover of our magazine.
Playing major college basketball was a great accomplishment, but it was eventually trumped by a call from the professional team Chris grew up dreaming about.
Coach Pitino was the general manager and coach of the Boston Celtics. When I walked into the office, he said, congratulations, Chris. I just made you the newest member of the Boston Celtics.
Along his journey, there were choices to make.
I chose to say, me and my friends, we just drink and smoke and we'll never take it a step further.
Chris was young and invincible. Oftentimes, he was counseled about the dangers of drugs.
So I walked in, I sat in the top row, and I listened to this man talk about his life in drug addiction. I listened to this former NFL football player who played for 14 years, who threw everything away, and I chose that night to judge him. And most importantly, I chose to think I was above it.
But Chris wasn't above it. No one is when it comes to addiction.
Everybody suffers from it. Everybody suffers from this stuff. There is no family that's not affected. You know, whether it be substance abuse, violence, domestic violence, it all ties in. I snorted that 1 line of cocaine, I got up, I walked out of the room. I had no idea it'd be 14 years after I promised myself I'd do it once before I could put down the dollar bill. I had no idea that that $20 was gonna turn to $25,000 a month. Drug habit. I had no idea that that 40 milligram pill was gonna turn to 1,600 milligrams a day.
Chris's story could have easily ended tragically. Heck, it almost did. Several times he was pronounced dead. But thankfully, Chris Herren lives on, and with a purpose. Why do you do this?
Because I don't want the kids to live the life I lived, you know? I let them know that I sat in their seat. I let them know that I had every opportunity to be successful. I let them know that I worked really hard, and I let them know that I gave everything up for this. I've seen enough. I've seen enough on both ends. I've seen kids suffer with parents as addicts. I've seen parents suffer with kids who are addicts. And I just don't want it to happen.
What do you want people to say about Chris Herren now?
Helps others. That's all. Helps others. It's part of this whole process.
Is that simple?
Keep it simple.